Hey everybody. So today we are going to be taking a look at how to use EduClimber to see multiple years of data with our students. So I'm going to do that by going to the My Class screen or tab over here, and I'm going to take a look at Jerry's students in his 8th grade math, and I'm taking a look at his 4th hour. Now in this one right here, you've got some options here. You can take a look at what data you want to pull. So in this case, I'm going to take a look at the A Math from FAST. I'm going to take a look at the middle school end of year assessment that they give, and then the Wisconsin Forward exam. And then finally, I got to pick which years that I want to pull from. And in this case, I want to pick this year, and I also want to pick last year because we've got some data from the Forward exam that we want to pull. So then I'm going to hit search. And you'll see up here across the top, I've got 4 tabs: literacy, math, behavior, and attendance. I'm going to be focusing on math. And here you got the 4 tests. You've got the end of year test, you've got the FAST A Math, and then finally you've got the Forward exam. By default, it's going to show you the ones who are above and below benchmark. If this is gray, one of the things you might want to check is that you've got one of the target sets on. So in this case, I've got the A reading, A math targets on. One of the things that you can do is you can take a look at a little bit more detail for a lot of these charts. Some charts don't have it, but some do. That if I hit the chart, the toggle chart detail from the settings button up here, then in this case, A Math will give me the students who are, take those students who are above benchmark and break them up to those who are college pathway and those low risk. And then we've got some risk and high risk, which would be the bottom 2. The other thing that I can do too is I can take a look at a different target set here. So instead of just taking a look at the college pathway, low risk, some risk, high risk, I can also take a look at the national percentile for FAST. And it will tell me who are those students in the top 86 to 100 percentile, the 30th through 85th, and then for those that we want to target for interventions, those between 0 and 20 and 21 through 30 here. Same thing for Wisconsin Forward. You can toggle the details so you can see the advanced, proficient, basic, and below basic, and there's only one target set for the Forward exam. So you can click on any one of these to be able to see, just for example, those 5 students in his 4th hour class that came up as in the 86 to 100 percentile. Or you can take a look at it all, and that's what I wanted to show you because this is what's going to give us multiple years of data. So when I hit the data wall button over here, what it's going to do, it's going to build that data wall for me. Now I've got it in top secret mode, so I've only got numbers over here to so that we don't see student names, but you'll have names that will pop up over here. But then over here is where we've got all the details, and so you can see we've got the end of year test, we've got the A Math test from the fall of last year, winter of last year, spring of last year, and then the fall of 17-18 this year. And then finally, we've got the Forward exam results too. And if you ever want to make these a little bit bigger, you can just click and drag, and that will show you a little bit more. So anyways, what this will allow us to be able to do then is to be able to take a look at, for example, this student right here. Obviously struggled a little bit when it came to the FAST, was sort of on that some risk, jumped up to college pathway in the spring, and the fall of this year dropped down a little bit, and then on the Forward exam was in the green proficient. Oops. Sorry about that. In this case, I clicked on the actual, all over the place here. I actually clicked on this right here. If you click on that, then what it will do is it'll bring you a little bit more details about the score. In some cases, we got a little bit more information. So in this case, we've got some of the things about the district average. We got some things about the Wisconsin average, which isn't showing up on here. But and then this is the student 95. It also gives you a little bit more information about that that data piece for the Ford exam. So in this case, he was, or she was, in the 61st percentile. The points that they've earned, standard error, in this case performance level, which a 3 is proficient. So you can sort as well. So if we just click, so for example, if I wanted to sort by my Fall A math, if you click once, it will give the low scores on top. If you click twice, it will give the highest scores on top. So you can take a look at that. You can also sort by name too. So for me, it's sorting by number, but for you, it would be sorting by name. Anyways, like I said, just kind of gives you a chance to take a look at some of the data from multiple years, so that it gives you kind of a bigger picture of where kids are and how they're doing, instead of just taking a snapshot of one little piece of data. This will give you a lot more information to give you a more well-rounded and full picture of how students are in your particular area.